All right, what's up, guys? We got another episode of Small Talk with Small Businesses. We got a very special person in the room on today to bless us with all the amazing things that she is doing. Because I'm telling you, she's a phenomenal person, phenomenal. So, if you would go ahead and tell us what your name is.
So my name is Shambrielle, but the world calls me Bree. I'm
Okay,
Bree. Yeah.
okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Bree.
Who is Bree? What is Bree? Bree is pretty much her. She's everything, of course. She is a college student trying to expand her skills in business. She is also a big sister, a loving, endearing mentor, and a good friend, of course, who likes to shop. So that's me in a nutshell.
Had throwing that like the shop, huh? Had to throw that in there, huh?
I had to. If somebody
Okay.
want to spoil me or two.
Okay, okay. I respect that. I respect that. Okay, we'll take it. All right, love the shot. So, tell us about your business. What's the name of your business?
So I have Sp8s Transports. We are a logistic management company. So we do a lot of different things from managing how freight is moved to putting it on our trucks to dispatching to brokering, and also consulting. So it's an all-round logistics management, pretty much.
That's dope. You don't see very many people of us in that kind of industry. So I respect that a lot. Because that's not very often. And you're doing it not only in Texas, but I mean you're doing it all over, correct?
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. So you talked a little bit about, you said consulting, it's all around logistics management. But get a little bit more specific about what exactly you do with this logistics.
We do everything. And when I say everything, I mean, I have companies that I dispatch for. So little small businesses like myself, I kind of help them move their own trucks and their own equipment in a lot of different ways. And then I also work with small shippers. So people that are trying to ship out things, I work with them to move their packages. When I say transportation, I mean, it's unlimited to what you can do here. If you're coming to me and saying, I want to get into transportation, that's our area as well. Understanding how freight is moved, how to move the freight, where to get the freight from, and even just the bare minimums of kind of what's required for drivers to move freight. So, I mean, there's a lot of different services I can offer with transportation because it's definitely a wide variety out there.
That's dope. That's dope. You seem pretty versed, and I mean, not since it's so much. Just walk me through like what's a normal day for you, like in this industry.
Oh God, chaotic. So I'm a pretty woman. So I'm surrounded by men, crybaby men, is what I'm gonna
Yeah,
say on a
yeah,
day-to-day
yeah.
basis. I deal with a lot of different drivers, whether they're my own or others. But I think my day-to-day has to be calm because I'm in the center of everybody. So if I'm chaotic with you, everybody's panicking. So I think on a really busy day, it's dealing with brokers, shippers, and drivers, kind of managing all type of freight, whether I'm the one putting it on my truck, I'm the one helping put it on someone else's truck, or I'm the one kind of moving it from the warehouses to wherever it needs to be. Um, so the day to day just looks like a whole bunch of movement.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah.
respect that. Okay, so we're gonna get some more to that, but just tell us first, what inspired you to start your business?
I have personal inspiration. So it was my father kind of who taught me the game, real life game. So I started in dispatching.
Yep.
So he was the one who taught me, what trucks look like, kind of how to put this freight on the truck, the money that should come with putting freight on the truck. And so, of course, with his recent passing, I kind of took the during COVID to kind of like take the leap. It was my side hustle for real, for real. I wanted more money. So I'm like, I know how to hustle real quick. I need a little second income. And so I
Yeah.
started hustling with trucks. And then he kind of, before he left me, he told me to, dig deeper into it. And then it kind of went up. Up was only the only way. So mine is like a personal inspiration.
100%. You know, I 100% respect you for it. You know, I know all about this, and I want to commend you for taking up that mantle. Because he was a great man. We all loved him, obviously, but you really took it by the horns, and
Yeah.
you really went full. I mean, you dove all into it, and you're killing the game. I mean, people don't
Man,
really,
trying.
they don't know, but you're killing the game, man. Like you said, it's only up from here. It's only up from here.
Yeah.
So more on that. I mean, because you said you started during COVID. And there's a lot of things that go into that. I mean, starting in COVID, being a woman in a primarily men's business and being a black woman at that. I mean, how have you succeed? How have you managed to defeat all of these odds so far? That's a lot.
By the grace of God, I'm gonna tell everybody like that's my living testimony. Like them prayers work. It was manifestation, like just believing that I could, even when people was telling me I couldn't. Like I got banks turning me down for equipment. I got people turning left and right as when I go to face with shippers, like
Right.
older, elderly men, like I'm walking up to, like, I can move this freight for you. And they're like, no way. And so I had to kind of overly express, like I learned this at 16. So it's like just being in this 9 years, going on 10 years, I think a lot of people downplay me because of the way that I look until they see their friends, right? That's really what it took, like referrals. They're like, okay, yeah, I know she looked like this, but she really know what she's doing. So I really had to prove myself and use tenure and longevity to kind of say like, hey, I really know what I'm doing. So God is my way.
That's
God is
dope.
my way.
That's dope. And you hit on some things there. One of the main things I want to take away from that, it's trusting the process. It took a lot of
Mhm.
time. It took a long time. But a lot of times, we as small business owners, we don't want to stay through the learning curve. We don't want to go through the growing pains. But you went through all of those things, especially in the time that you went through it, on top of dad passing away and everything. And that's a lot. So we
Yeah.
want to give you your flowers now, because I'm telling you, you really doing the thing, and you went through a lot of stuff. And I'm sure day to day is still a lot that goes on.
Hmm.
But you lasted through the growing pains, you lasted through the curve. And that's hard. That is really, really hard. So on that same vein, that same way, um, tell us now that you've made this far. I mean, what should we expect coming forward? Like what more you're doing so much already, but what more should we expect from you coming forward?
I'm gonna say you can expect more publicity. Publicity is that how you say it? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get out
Mhm.
there a little bit more because everybody that knows me knows that I do it, but my
Right.
circle is really small because my business is based on referral. My thing is I help you, you help me type of thing. It wasn't I don't allow a lot of people access to me. Or me and my company. I very much so protect that. I think I want to expand that to help more people, but I'm still selective on who it is that I will allow close because I feel like when you let everybody's hand in the jar, you end up empty. So
Right.
I think that will be the next step for me is kind of expanding that little bridge, that gap.
Okay, I respect that. Two things we pull from that. Is not having a humongous circle, but also the value of networking.
Yeah.
Because in order to get hired, you gotta have people there with you. But at the same time, you can't take everybody. Not everybody has access to your circle. Not everybody has access to your resources.
Hmm.
And that's the way it has to be. It
Yeah.
sucks. It definitely sucks. But when you understand that balance, between, again, like you said, having a tight circle of accountability. I'll use that word, accountability.
I like that
Circle of
one.
accountability versus networking and just growing the brand.
Hmm.
There's so much value in those two things, and they're not mutually exclusive. They're not. Though
Yep.
sometimes those lines, they get mixed. But obviously, you know what you're doing. Obviously,
Hmm.
yeah,
We
obviously,
trying.
obviously. Okay, okay. So, and you're giving us so much already so far, but tell us now. Give us one piece of advice that you would give to a new small business owner.
I would say professionalism is everything. I feel like nowadays people are just starting up companies for clout. Is my thing is what
Right,
I'm running into is trying to support black owned businesses and small businesses. It's like people are just doing things. There's no longer any passion in what
right,
people are doing because it's now all about money. And there's no problem with kind of wanting more income or wanting that wealth for yourself. But when you're hopping into something where you're serving other people, it's all about professionalism, empathy, and sympathy. Have a passion for what it is that you're doing. Have a passion for your service because that's when you start to see things grow in the right direction. That's when you're not built off of a rocky foundation. You're growing upwards, and that's what I'm kind of noticing now. I really want to kind of help people change that and change the focus because we could be very successful. Our businesses can really last, through that little hard part, that 2 year to 4 year gap that they tell us that we
right.
won't have a successful business without. And I feel like it's not true if we just work on how we serve others, work on the way that we serve others, pretty much.
Right, and all I hear is walking in purpose. That's all I hear. You
Yeah.
really love the people that you're serving, and you really do it for the people. You have no way. There's no way that you can fail when you're doing it for the people. Like If you're coming into this business just trying to make a bunch of money, that sounds great, but that drive alone
Right.
will not sustain you. It will not sustain you.
Yeah.
In order to last through that growing curve, those growing pains, you have to love the people you're serving.
Hmm.
You have to. And you said a mouthful right there, boy. Because
Yes.
man, I'll tell you
You last. Seriously,
when
when
you
you have a
put
passion, you don't give up.
yeah, when you're putting out more than you're bringing in, man, I'm telling you, it's a special kind of love for the drive that you gotta have. Because man, that first little bit is tough, but when you finally see that tide turning and those things really working feel good, when you start seeing it, man, that's a different kind of motivation, but it takes a while to get there.
Yep.
Takes a while to get there. So one more thing I'm gonna ask you. I mean, keep going, but I mean, we want to know again. I told you you're special. We already know it, but you need to tell us a little. Just give us a taste of some of these accolades you've gotten. Just give us a taste.
You know, I was heard, I heard that I
Mhm.
was potentially, you know,
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
the youngest Black women in the trucking industry. That was kind of new for me, of course. I was acknowledged in 2021 by NBC and just kind of wanted to hear the story. But once again, that was from my personal influence. So just to keep going, once I said I got in this at 16 years old. So there's the amount of knowledge that I know in the industry is crazy and it's
yeah.
unbelievable, but it's also grateful to just know that hey, there's somebody that's looking for people that are trying to grow in the right direction. So just getting that little piece of push and motivation kind of kept me going to help people that look like me. Like there's no age limit to a business. There's no age limit to success. There's no age limit to anything or color. It shouldn't be color on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But it is, and I was just grateful to kind of be in that category to know that I'm doing something right.
man. You can't. We're not gonna let you belittle. We're not gonna let you minimize how dope that is. That's amazing, dog. I don't care. Nobody says. I don't care what you think. That's amazing. We're gonna give you the flowers for it. We're gonna give you the flowers.
Yeah, thank you,
Because
thank
you
you.
deserve it. You deserve it. I mean, that's super dope, honestly. To be recognized on that scale, be one of the youngest, one of the youngest, man, in the game and killing the game. I mean, that's dope. That's big. And you truly, like I said, it's important to highlight that because you truly are going to inspire some people that are younger than you, even older than you, to really step into this and really last. Because like I said,
Mhm.
you said you almost 10 years now, and getting that recognition, man, I'm saying that's dope. I mean, if you can get it, anybody can get it. If I can get it, anyone can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That really inspires. And truly, that's what this show is really all about for me. Is it's highlighting that we're here, we're doing great things, big things, and you truly can do so much more than what you see every day. I mean,
right.
you might only we come from small communities and we only see the same 3 or 4 jobs, but what I'm saying, we don't see this every day.
Yeah,
We don't see this every day. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be walking in this purpose and serving the way you do, I mean, it's big. It's really big, and I want you to
thank you.
see that for sure. And so you have so much to offer, man. But just tell us, how can people get up with you?
You know, like I said, I'm very secluded, but I'm opening it up. So a lot of
Mhm.
people have been reaching out to me on Instagram. That is like my primary contact because I can control the narrative a little bit. So you can
Yeah.
follow me on Instagram at I am Bree. That's with 2 E's and 2 underscores. And then from there, I have selectively referred people to Business by Bree if I'm helping them with logistics consulting at this time. And that can also be found on my main page. But right now, it'll open up. It'll open up.
Okay. I got you. I got you. But again, like I said, you got people. You have people that's gonna want to, just draw from your wisdom, draw from your knowledge. Follow you, follow everything you're doing. But like I said, you have a lot to offer and a lot coming forward. And especially in transportation, I'm telling you, that's not talked about a lot. But I mean, shoot, man,
I
that's
mean,
dope.
people, you'll be surprised. People hopping in there. You
That's
really
dope,
would.
man.
But they just messing stuff up because they trying to come for the money. They messing our game up a little bit.
Trying to tell you, I'm already knowing. I'm already
Ugh.
knowing. But yeah, that's dope, man. Honestly. So is there anything else you want to share with us? Any other words you want to give them?
Um, I'm gonna just say follow me. The goal is to help all of those that I can. So I'm not turn away anybody. If you're trying to hop into logistics, let me help you do it the right way. If you just need a piece of advice or motivation, let me help you in the best way possible, or direct you to somebody that can. So it's
Yeah.
like at this point in time, I'm here. I'm here with you. We out here.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So again, I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in the room. It's an honor, a pleasure to have you in the show, honestly. Because like I said, you're doing a lot, you have a lot to offer, and if nothing else, you're gonna inspire someone. Like I know it. I know that you're gonna inspire someone else because again, we only see so much. Well, but in this show, we're opening eyes, we're blowing minds. And we're showing that God is truly able to do
He
exceedingly
is.
abundantly
Trust in him.
above
Trust in
all,
him.
above
Trust
all.
in him. That's
Man, for
my
real.
gratefulness right there. Like that's how we making it day by day. I'm telling you, trust in the Lord. I don't know another way to say it.
That's it. That's it. That's all it is to it. Hey, but this won't be the last time. This won't be the last time we have you on the show.
At all.
I'm, I'm sure we'll have you
I'm
with,
coming in the studio.
in the studio with a bunch of
In the
different stuff.
studio with it.
Hey, we're gonna get some stuff going pretty soon, 100%. But yeah, until next time, we really appreciate you. Thank you again. Y'all, I'm gonna have all her information in the link, everything in the caption. If you want to reach out to her, please feel free to. She has so much to offer. But until next time, thank you so much again. Thank you so much. We love you. Okay. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.